People who've made it back from the edge of despair will tell you that you have to put one foot in front of the other, just one step at a time. One Seattle man knows that better than most. Come4's Eric Johnson introduces us to the shoe guy.
They are the parts of us that touch the earth and ground us. The parts that get the coldest, that ache the most. This man knows about feet, how they can hurt, how they can heal.
Just imagine being on your feet 12 hours a day, constantly moving, standing in line for food, standing in line for this.
He is the shoe guy.
They know me as just shoe guy. They don't have a clue that my real nickname's Scooter.
From the deepest hole, we climb out one step at a time. And the better the shoe, the easier the climb. Scott doesn't just know this, he's lived it. Imagine him homeless, hopeless, a tired soul on a bridge at the edge.
I struggled so bad that I wanted to jump off of the Magnolia Bridge just a day before I went into the Union Gospel Mission.
Imagine him at the mission, part of a desperate brotherhood.
He was a broken man, spiritually, emotionally, physically. He was without hope.
For 13 years, he knew what all homeless people know, the agony of the feet, the constant pain and cold, the never-ending search for decent shoes. And so now, imagine him on a street corner with a sign and a box and an idea. He started handing out flyers, making calls. Let's help some people, he said. Give me your used shoes. And look at what has happened.
The vision is to provide footwear for all in need.
He cleans them, disinfects them.
That pair can't go.
And bags them.
Santa Claus.
And then takes them to the streets.
And we rock and roll.
He takes them to wherever they are needed, homeless shelters, food banks, and the place where it all started.
What are you guys up to?
They know who he is here.
God. Good to see you. How you doing?
Where he's been.
How you doing, Scooter? Good. Awesome.
What he stands for.
No. Come here. Load it. I'm glad to hear that, dude.
He's walked a mile in their shoes, hundreds of them.
It's like a gift from God. He'll come up to you and he'll bless you with a pair of shoes.
They are taken to a storeroom.
Somebody stole my shoe while I was sleeping.
And ultimately, they end up here.
Thank you, man. That fit perfect, man. I didn't know my feet were that big.
On the feet of men and women who've been walking in a place where we don't even like to let our minds wander. He won't rest. After the rock and roll marathon, there he was in the rain, asking.
I'll give you a pair of flip-flops for those. If you donate those shoes right now, I'll give you a pair of flip-flops. Hey guys, how about donating your shoes for somebody in need?
Some of them made the trade.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You're awesome.
The shoe guy's dream was spreading.
I lived on the streets for nearly 13 years.
And so there he found himself on a brilliant stage, this man of the streets, in a jacket, speaking to CEOs and business leaders, asking for more help, more shoes.
Today, Redeeming Souls, the nonprofit I founded, has distributed over 20,000 pairs of shoes through Seattle organizations.
The dream was now their dream too. It's all so he can do this.
If you have a seat, we'll get you a pair here. Yeah. I always took. I was taken from services that were given to me, and yet I wasn't able to give back. And today, I can give back.
Maybe you wonder, who is this man? Maybe you'd like to know his name. There is a word for the bottom of the shoe, the toughest part. It's the same word for the essence of the human spirit. The word is soul. File this under happy coincidence. The shoe guy's last name is Sowle, Scott Sowle. You won't forget it, because now you've walked a mile in his shoes.
He's a pretty amazing man. Today was the United Way's Community Resource Exchange at Seattle Center, and Scott Sowle was there, handing out 1,500 pairs of shoes to people in need. It's really what makes him happy. And if you would like to help him out, we've linked his website to our own. Go to comonews.com, click on Como4 TV, and you'll see his website. When we talked to Scott, he said that when he sees a homeless person walking down the street, he looks at their shoes and he smiles because he knows where those shoes came from.
So inspiring. One person doing so much.
And he knew that that's what they needed, having been there himself. And he's really done an astounding job.
He's a good man. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.